This is an incredibly important video. We're testing the charging speeds of the brand new iPhone 8 and the iPhone 8 Plus against their closest competitors. So for each of the phones we're going to use the recommended chargers, i.e. the ones that come in the box. Now you might be aware that the new iPhones come with fast charging capability, but considering the fact that you have to pay almost £80 in extra adapters, it doesn't make sense to use that as the default choice. We're going to compare the iPhones against the OnePlus 5, which has its own proprietary dash charge technology, and also the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, which uses fast charge in its own right. Let's get started. So by default, when you plug in the iPhones, they automatically turn on. So to keep the experiment fair, I've done the same with the OnePlus 5 and the Galaxy S8 Plus. All phones are on, Wi-Fi is on, Bluetooth is on, but nothing else. Now first thing you might notice is the battery capacities of all the phones, with the OnePlus 5 and the Galaxy S8 Plus completely stealing the show. In comparison, the iPhone battery capacities look kind of paltry. So just 5 minutes into charging, the OnePlus 5 has completely stormed ahead. I'm almost amazed at how far ahead that device is in such a short period of time, but nonetheless it's very impressive. The iPhone 7 is then second with 7%. Just a couple of minutes after that you'll notice the OnePlus 5's lead increasing. Also interesting to note is that even with its fast charge, the S8 Plus seems to be lagging behind a little bit. We do however have to cut the S8 Plus a little bit of slack just because taking a look at the battery capacities, it's almost twice as much that it needs to charge compared to some of the iPhones. 14 minutes in, the results start to make a little bit more sense. The iPhone 8 Plus falls right into last place and the S8 Plus overtakes it. And the OnePlus 5 really is in a league of its own right now. OnePlus has a bit of a saying with its dash charge technology, 1 day's power in half an hour, and they weren't kidding because 29 minutes in, the OnePlus 5 is on 57%. You'll also notice the iPhone 8 has managed to catch up to the iPhone 7, but to be honest this is probably nothing more than the fact that it has a smaller capacity battery. Now that the next round of results are in, it's looking like the S8 Plus has now taken over both iPhones and is in second place behind the OnePlus 5, which at this rate could even reach 100% in under an hour. Even though it's now been charging for so long, it's really disappointing to see the 8 Plus is still only on 36%. So skipping forward to the 1 hour 20 mark, you'll notice the OnePlus 5 has only just about hit 100%. And the reason for that is smartphones when they charge, the first 50% is going to be much faster and then they slow down over time. Skipping forward another 20 minutes, you'll see the S8 Plus is nearly finished too, and the iPhone 8 has cemented its lead over the iPhone 7. Now I'm in no way biased towards either Android or iOS, but it is kind of sad to see that the two fastest charging smartphones here are the two ones with the largest capacity. And there we go, at 1 hour 55 we've got the Galaxy S8 Plus hitting the 100% mark, whilst we've got the iPhones on 91, 94 and 75. Now if you thought the OnePlus 5 was getting slow as it approached 100%, the iPhones are a completely different level. Even though the iPhone 8 was on 94%, it takes another 40 minutes for it to actually hit the 100% mark. There's a similar story with the iPhone 7, and by the time that one is full, it's taken nearly twice as long as the OnePlus 5 did. So when you take into account the differences in battery capacity, that charging speed is about a quarter of that of dash charge. And I have to say, watching the iPhone 8 Plus charge, as you might have seen on my tweet, is about as fun as watching paint dry. By the time that phone finishes, we've had 3 hours and 10 minutes. So in 5th place we have the iPhone 8 Plus, and to be honest all the iPhones in this test really just didn't fare very well. The fact that they are using by default a standard charging technology in late 2017 almost early 18 is pretty unexcusable. The iPhone 7 is a fair bit faster than the iPhone 8 Plus, but that's in no part due to a better charging technology, just because of the fact that it's a smaller battery. Now the same is then true for the 8. The 8 has an even smaller battery than the iPhone 7, and therefore can charge a fraction faster. In 2nd place we then have the S8 Plus, which has done a pretty good job. It's managed to charge a 3500 mAh battery in just under 2 hours. If we compare that to what the iPhones have done given their battery capacities, we're looking at about a 70 to 80% faster rate. So then we have, right at the top, king of the hill, the OnePlus 5, which to be honest throughout my entire usage with the device always seems to surprise me in tests like this. Whether it's performance, battery drain, battery charging, it is an absolute monster. So there we go guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to stick around on the channel for more stuff like this,